Rome conquered the world with iron and blood, yet its survival depended entirely on a nearly imperceptible tilt of stone. To sustain a metropolis of 1,000,000 souls, the empire demanded an endless river of fresh water, captured from distant springs and guided across rugged terrains entirely by gravity. But this lifeblood held a destructive paradox. If the water flowed too rapidly, the intense pressure would obliterate the channels. If it crept too slowly, stagnation would breed disease. Roman engineering solved this existential threat through astonishing mathematical precision, maintaining a gentle, consistent slope of often less than 1 foot per mile. Without lasers or modern surveying equipment, architects relied on the chorobates, a simple wooden leveling bench, and the dioptra, an ancient sighting instrument. With these humble tools, they carved monolithic lifelines like the Aqua Claudia through mountains and elevated the soaring arches of the Pont du Gard across deep valleys. This flawless gradient ensured a steady, gentle cascade that never burst its confines, fueling unprecedented urban expansion. The ultimate triumph of Roman aqueducts reveals a profound historical truth. The Pax Romana was forged not merely by the swords of the legionary, but through ingenious, patient craftsmanship that bent nature to the will of an empire. To step onto the sands of the Colosseum was to embrace death, yet many who fought there were not condemned victims but highly invested assets. Far from mere expendable slaves, Roman gladiators existed in a brutal paradox of profound subjugation and exalted celebrity. Their daily reality unfolded within the high walls of the ludus, specialized training schools that functioned as both prison and elite athletic facility. Men did not simply fight haphazardly. Many signed binding contracts, swearing to endure burning, binding, beating, and being killed by the sword, trading their freedom for wealth and survival. These warriors represented massive financial investments. Consequently, they received unparalleled medical care. Bone analysis reveals they consumed a specialized diet rich in barley and beans, designed to build a protective layer of fat against shallow blade strikes. When they finally entered the Roman arena, combat was rarely a chaotic slaughter, but rather a highly choreographed display governed by strict referees. A gladiator could lose a match and still live, spared by the crowd's favor or the emperor's decree, returning to the ludus to heal and fight again. They were the ultimate instruments of imperial propaganda, bound in chains yet worshipped like gods by the very society that owned them.